Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your and our favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So recently, some of I mean, the last few days and in few weeks, we were actually seeing about few of the videos like how the AI is going to steal our job, and at the end, we were able to see what is exactly happening and how we have to equip ourselves using AI and how we have to effectively use AI as an assistant, right? And in fact, there were like several other questions that's been asked to me and in the group as well, regarding how effectively can use and what is the right AI tool that I can use for a JMeter or performance testing. Yes, so here is the answer. And my suggestion, or based on my experience, I would say that Copilot is one of the AI, the best AI I would say currently in the market. And in fact, another advantage of using it is we all have Microsoft licenses. I mean, every organization we have Microsoft licenses, and Copilot actually comes as part of it. And in fact, I would say, I mean, I have even added another video on uh, like what are the risks that we have when we are sharing the data with the AI. But again, Copilot comes with the enterprise license, which means it will not share the data to the external world. So that was the condition that's been um, based on the agreement that been shared. Because several other tools in the market like DeepSeek or ChatGPT, there are risks that these data can be used by uh, the the one company and they can actually sell it. So, but Copilot actually has that uh, uh, agreement, or like they can assure that it is not going to be shared outside. But still, I would say that please do not share any of the API keys or any the video that we have discussed on the other way. Like, do not share the API keys or any other company related, organization related data into the AI. Never ever do that, right? If you want to do that, you can actually mask, but I would advise you not to do that. So that's my advice. Never do that. You can just use the numbers. Okay, let me come to the point. So what I'm trying to say is today in this video, how effectively can we use AI, or what are the best prompts that you can use? I mean, AI basically works on prompt engineering. So we'll see what are the best prompts and how effectively can we use your JMeter, I mean, like the AI, the Copilot, along with JMeter. And coming back to the point here is, so usually when we go with the results section, the aggregate report, so instead of the error percentage, we normally get only the sorry, instead of errors in the numbers, we actually get that in percentage, right? In fact, in neoloader and load runner, we do get the numbers directly, but in JMeter, I don't know, for some reason they're still following the percentage one. And okay, so take for example, if you are running like 9 samples and 100% is successful, and if you find that 10% is failed, which means out of 9 1 is failed, which means 8 is passed. But this is with small numbers, that's fine. But in real time, what happens is we do get a big number. And say for example, let me get you this one. For example, let me just get you this real time scenario where what happened was, I got a total sample count of 612, and the error percentage is around 3.27%, right? So what happens is, I do need to find the value because I'm actually preparing my report and I have to do it very quickly. Um, there are ways where actually you can open a calculator in your system. You can do the calculations, get the numbers, but instead, if it can be okay for just one number, but just imagine what if it is like for multiple numbers for a whole table. How will you do that? So here's a prompt. So instead of giving the numbers in that format, this here is the best prompt. So instead of typing everything, I'll just give you the value. So here I've given a prompt that is given a total sample count of 612 and an error percentage of 3.27. Calculate the number of errors and the number of successful passes based on these results from JMeter. So when I click on enter, I quickly get, in fact, the formula as well. But yeah, The reason I wanted you to understand this is during your interviews or while you are answering your manager, you should be able to understand what exactly is happening. So this one here, which I've given the prompt, please do use that prompt. So given a total sample count of 612, the number of samples and the error percentage of 3.27, I have to calculate the number of errors and the number of successful passes based on the results from JMeter. So now we could see first we are calculating the number of errors. So through total samples, which is 612, multiplied by the error percentage. So when we are doing it in percentage, should always follow the 3.27 by 100. And then when we are multiplying it, we are able to get an approximate number of 20 errors. So now we have got 20 errors. So from the total sample, so here if you see in JMeter, we could see only the samples. So from these samples, we have to get the final numbers, right? So we have to subtract the errors, so which will give us the pass percentage or pass numbers. So the same can be applied to the entire table. Like I told you, we were doing it for one single column or one single row or for one single transaction. Just imagine if you have like 50 or 100 transactions. So in that case, you can actually pass the same thing. Okay, let me just get you the exact prompt for that as well. So let me give you the prompt if you want to get the results from multiple tables. In that case, you can give the prompt like this, like given the following data for multiple transactions. Yes, you have multiple transactions. You can just go and get the table and copy it here, including the total sample count and the error percentage for each. Calculate the total number of errors and the number of successful passes for each transaction. So you can give it as like provide the results in a table format with columns, the transaction names, total sample, the total sample count, the error percentage, the errors and successful passes. In case if you do not want to have it, you can actually remove the total sample count, the error percentage, and all you can keep is the errors and the passes, right? So when you give this way, you can actually get it for the entire table. And let me iterate this again. You are gonna save a lot of time in your analysis, in your report preparation. So you can actually, I would say, instead of taking like 30 minutes of time in calculating all of these, you are going to do this in just a matter of seconds. So all you're going to do is use the right prompt. So this is what the AI is all about, the prompt engineering. So use the right prompt to do it. So this one here is the right prompt. I can, in fact, I can actually paste it in the description section or in the comment section as well. Please make use of it. So the point here is, please use the right prompt. And I would say again, never ever share your organization's data. Never do that again. Never do it. That'll risk your job. That'll risk your career. So never ever do that. And if you want to do it, in case if you want to get the transaction names, you can just mock it. Instead of giving the transaction name, give us transaction 1, 2, 3, or whatever in the name. You can just map it out. So you can just try that way. And now the next thing is, I'll tell you, this will actually save you a lot of time. So let me get back to that part here. And now coming back here, to the final prompt of the day, I would say. So in fact, this is the actually the HTML report. And in fact, I would say in HTML report, when we are doing the, I mean, after doing the test in the JMeter, actually we could get the fail. So in fact, if you are running your JMeter test in the not, I mean, in the GUI mode or non-GUI mode in your JMeter, directly in JMeter, if you do not have the HTML format, you have to actually get those error percentage. But if you have if you are running your test using the HTML report, actually you can get the fail numbers. Okay, so in this case, what is the problem? So if you see, we could see a lot of sub transactions. I would say these are the internal requests for each and every transaction. And just imagine copying all these and going inside each and every line and removing the unwanted transactions actually would take a lot of time. Again, I would say this will hardly take 20 to 30 minutes to refine everything, and you have to order everything. You have to bring the minimum and then the average, the maximum, the 90th percentile, the pass, the fail, everything, right? Instead of doing that, just imagine what if we can do something like this, right? Let me copy all these, copy everything, copy this, go to my Copilot. So what I'm going to tell the Copilot is, this prompt. So what I'm telling is from the provided data, I'm going to actually provide the data. So from the provided data, which includes columns like transaction names, sample, fail. Okay, let me tell you why I'm doing this here. So if I go back to the JMeter part here, and let me just squeeze it. And on the other side, where is that? Yep. So from the provided data, which includes the columns like transaction names, that's the first column, and then the samples, the fail, the error percentage, the average, minimum, maximum, median, everything. Just make sure AI are something like a kind of a baby. So if you tell the baby what you want, or if you tell your servant what you want to do, he will give you the exact thing. If your prompt is wrong, then he will definitely not understand what he is supposed to do. So please always make sure that your prompt are proper, right? So in this case, I'm giving everything. So I'm giving the column names. What are the column names I have? And I want to tell that in this one, the total is on the top. So I wanted to move, anyways, every time you want to move the total to the bottom. And after that, I want to remove all the sub transactions, right? So I tell them that, okay, anything that ends with the numbers or the sub transactions or the individual requests, which I do not want to have. So I'm telling everything. And then at the end, I'm just pasting all these results. So make sure you're supposed to paste all these results. So now I pasted it, and when I click on the submit message, at the end I could get a proper report. And just imagine this could actually take very few seconds, right? So everything relies on the prompt. So make sure you are doing the proper prompting. If your prompting is wrong, then it will actually take a lot of time. So make sure you're giving the proper prompt. If you're using JMeter in the HTML mode, please make sure you're using this prompting, right? And now you're able to get the landing page, the click sign, and then the same order. I mean, this is the most beautiful table, the results I would say, where you can see the minimum, average, maximum, the 99 percentile, the past transactions, and the fill in case if you want. Okay, make sure that I want to get this in seconds, right? So because this is in milliseconds, and now I wanted to get it seconds. So it's always you have to refine your prompts, and I'm going to help for that, right? So now let's make a few change. I mean, like previously we had that this way. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to make this in a seconds, right? So that's how actually continuous improvement is always we do. Let's quickly see the prompt now. So here is the prompt. So what I'm telling is from the provided data, which I'm going to provide, which I have already provided, which includes the column name. So all this column name I'm telling, and I'm adding a point here that convert all the time related values, the minimum, average, maximum, 90th percentile from milliseconds to seconds. And again, everything else is same. So when I click on the message, I could get everything in seconds, right? So if you still find something that is, we can actually make it to 2 pointers like 0.59 instead of having it as 0.593. Yes, we can actually do that as well. But yeah, this is what I was telling you, like keep on improving your prompts, keep on improving your prompt engineering so that you can do all these things in a matter of seconds, and you are going to you can spend actually a lot of time in analysis. And in fact, I would say this particular AI, the Copilot thing, actually does all the analysis for you as well. So make sure you're actually using the maximum potential of your AI. And in fact, so far, yeah, we have actually seen all this. Yep. So with that, we come to an end of this video. So we'll see more ways to effectively use the AI in your project in terms of analysis, in terms of script creations. We're going to see everything in the upcoming days. And if you find like, okay, I'm doing this in my project, and if you have anything, you can actually share it in the comment section. Or if you think that, okay, this is new to me and I'm really thankful for you to share this. If you really find that useful, please do comment that in the comment section. I'll give a like, I'll give a thumbs up, I'll understand. And like I told you, if you are using something else for a different any other analogy, you can actually share it. You can share it with the subscribers. And thank you so much for watching this entire video, and we'll meet tomorrow with another interesting topic. So until then, it's bye bye from Vasan Shanmugam and your favorite Little Slow YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.